Oh my God. That is so cool.
We're making oil. Right now we're not removing cuttings, but hopefully we shouldn't go get her stuck just right here where we can see it.
That is awesome.
And then once we have our air fluid, it'll be going down past those rollers, picking it up, bringing all the guys
How much down pressure you have right now? Ah! Did you say 10,000? Oh, about 1,000. Okay. Wow, just chewed through an 8x8 like it was nothing. Right now they're only down, 20 feet with the roller cone. Injecting air, they just started mixing up some foam to send foam down the hole. And I noticed the air bubbles coming out of the ground. See? So the ground here, the multiple holes that we drilled, there's a geotextile underlayment about 8 feet below the ground here because they brought in all this soil. So that's, whoa! The whole ground lifted.
Yeah, I know. That's air coming up out of the formation.
Yeah, but literally, the entire 20 by 20 foot area just lifted.
Somebody told me that was going to happen.
Yep.
Where did he go? I don't know.
They need to bring it all the way back up. Did y'all see it bubble?
Yeah.
The whole ground just lifted?
The air is coming out here. This is porous.
Yeah, no, it's been doing that for about 10 minutes. They needed to bring that bit all the way to the surface. The crazy thing is, you can't see the ground lift on camera. You can feel it in your feet, boy. Yeah, all the time. Right here, I'd use wing bit. First 20 foot.
No, now what do you have there?
He's got on the trico.
I would have it.
Yeah, they already had air coming out of the ground. Yeah. There you go. You got it. You got it. Yeah, look at the ground. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's not for air.
No, it's because this is all backfill. They've got mat under the ground, and that mat is what's giving them this effect. It's actually kind of dangerous. Yes, they've got the air really low. I'm surprised we haven't had a blowout somewhere around here yet. Look, oh shit, there it is. Woo! I said it. I could feel it. I could see it. This is not what you want. Crazy. I literally called it like right before that happened. That's crazy. You could see it. Like the whole ground is moving like a snake. That's probably an old test hole that they dug, and it's just following the path. I mentioned it earlier. I don't know if I've edited it out or not, but you know, they've drilled like 30 holes out here. Yeah, he's only, what, 40 feet? Epic fail, yeah.
So, what's going on here? What's going on?
The hole's closed off and the air's forced out.
Yeah, I would say we probably got a pretty good hole here. It's just found an easier path through this broken. Well, you know what you got here is a geotextile cloth. You can see them here. And there's a whole bunch of these trees, and they just shredded them, right? So they shredded them. They put this cloth over. They engineered this platform here. But at the edges, it gets pretty thin. Okay? And so it's just finding itself an easier path. It goes into those wood fibers, and it's like, hey, let's go this way. That's why we were struggling from the start to get this coming back up here, because it's air wants to escape. How do we solve this problem? We tried foam, right? We tried stiff foam. It still wouldn't all shut this off. It's a too easy of a path. We'd have to case this off a little bit.
Yeah.
We'd have to put a little bit of conductor pipe in this, get past that little geotextile spot, and then start drilling as normal, right? So the hole's not collapsing. That's not the issue. The issue is we're into some fill material, and it likes to take off, right? It likes to bugger off wherever it wants to go, and it'll take the easiest path. So again, it's not like we've over-generated cuttings. If we pull that rod out right now, it'll slip right out of that hole. It's not like it's caving in. It's just it's found an easier path right here, okay? And again, at this point, you can see what the stiff foam does. See, it actually carries a bunch of that sand within it. What's hard about this is trying to control my air. The reason why is we're drilling a small hole with fairly large rods. We don't have a whole lot of air. So this might have worked a little better if we had a 12-inch bit and the same size rods. Why? Because we have a little bit more space for those cuttings to come out, right? We got a 6-inch bit, 4.5-inch rods. We don't have a whole lot of space for those cuttings to come out. That builds up downhole pressure, which means it shoots out here, okay? 2, when you're drilling with stiff foam especially, stiff foam, we actually want that column to stay within the hole. I don't want to just keep on blowing that column out, because then all my stability goes back, right? If I just shoot all of that out every few seconds, where's my stability left? So what I want to do is slow my air way down and keep that column coming out of my hole. We were having it there, but we were losing half it to the ground, okay? So again, part of the reason was we're drilling such a small hole with such big rods. We create a tiny annular space, and again, we have fractured ground here. So this is just cause and effect, right? Again, sometimes you learn more by failures than you do by things working perfect.
Heading back in the shop, do some classroom stuff.
Actually, Philip, if you want to introduce yourself and your channel, just to, again, some people might not know.
Who here has seen H2O Mechanic on YouTube? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, not as many as I thought in a group of well drilling folks. As y'all know, well drilling is vastly different everywhere you go. And sometimes we run into failures, and I think failures are our greatest moments of teaching, right? And a lot of times failures people don't want to talk about because they open themselves up to criticism. So today I'm going to show you failures and open myself up to criticism. All right, let's see here.
It's so much different. So here's the irony of this. I've built a YouTube channel and a website, and I don't own a computer. I've done all of this on a cell phone. For 7 years, I've built everything you see online. I've done it 100% with a cell phone. So me operating a computer right here is going to be a little tricky.